Hey lovelies, my name is Noria. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm just gonna do an update on my kind of plant situation, more so my Scindapsus. I did get a couple video comments on previous videos asking how my Scindapsus were doing, how I was keeping them alive without them getting root rot and all that. So I'm just kind of update you guys what's in my collection, what's no longer in my collection, and how I keep my plants from getting root rot. So if you watched any of my previous plant videos, you would know I am like a neglectful parent in the sense that I need my plants to tell me that they are thirsty. Like this one. This is pretty much where my plants look like before I give them any type of water. So I let them shrivel up. Obviously that has caused me to lose some plants, and I'm just like, so sorry kid, you couldn't cut it here. You gotta learn how to live, you know, and be tough. So sorry. I actually haven't lost that many plants that way, but I find with my Scindapsus, that is like the best thing for them, because if not, you do run the risk of overwatering them. Also, I bottom water my plants just because I had a bad gnat problem like 2 years ago and I refuse to go back. So what I do is I just get a bucket, I take out my plants, I put them in there, I let them sit, sometimes a day, sometimes a day and a half, sometimes I'll forget about them. So as long as they're just out within like a day and a half, they're fine. And then I don't water them again until they look like this and they are happy. So like my very first Scindapsus, where is she? My very first baby. She got a little yellow, but this is her. This is the very first one that I bought, my Jade Satin Scindapsus. She is thriving. She is thriving. Of course, you're gonna get some yellow leaves. That's just part of it. But she is so full. She is growing. She tells me when she needs water. I need to cut that, but she's doing great. Again, I just kind of let them be. She's a slow grower too, so it took about, I would say, a year before she even really started pushing out new leaves. And then she was probably doing it every couple of, I would say every like 3 or 4 weeks I would see another leaf. And then once it got cold, it kind of slowed down. But once she starts growing, she grows, but it did take a while in the beginning, and I find that true with almost all my Scindapsus. What else we got? I bought another one. I think it's being watered right now. I do have another big one. But then I have some clippings. This was a smaller one that I got. It was maybe probably like that big initially. And now she is here. Again, just neglect her just a little bit. Let her know, let her tell you when she needs water, give her water, and then just forget about her. Like literally that's all I do with my plants, and we've been good. With the Scindapsus anyway. I have done that to another and partially killed it. So another one that was from clippings. I actually don't know how this one is still alive. Most of her is not the color she's supposed to be, but she's still pretty. She withers, she gets bigger. I think she pushed out this leaf about 3 months ago. It's been stagnant ever since. Obviously this is the one I keep forgetting about because she's like tucked in the corner, but yeah, we're gonna see what happens with this one. I'm gonna try to hope it keeps growing, but I won't feel bad if it doesn't. I have this big boy. This was my original Pictus? No, dang it, why can't I think of the name? My Splash. This is my original Splash, and I do have her stake now. And again, same thing, I just let them tell me. I have maybe 3 of these, a couple cuttings, and yeah, they're just in a state of growth. I eventually want all these to trail, but for now, just for space wise, I'm gonna have them go up before I let them trail down. My only other one that's giving me issues right now, not so much issues, it's just I kind of neglect her too much, which I don't need to do, especially because of how pricey she was. My Silver Lady, she is doing good. She is starting to stretch a little bit. I do need to cut. This one I do have to stay on top of a little bit longer. But look at those roots. Look at those beautiful roots. I do have to stay on top of her a little bit more just because she doesn't quite tell me when she needs water until it's like too late. So anytime I start to see light drooping on this one and I think back when's the last time I watered her, I will go ahead and water her. Probably like once every 2 weeks in the summer. Winter, maybe once a month, maybe twice a month. She doesn't really need that much in the winter. None of them do, but she's kind of the one I have to pay a little bit more attention to. If I see too much yellowing at the bottom, I know I've neglected her for way too long. And then last but not least, this is a variegated Jade satin Scindapsus. I don't really know what's going to happen with this one. It's pretty much losing the variegation that it had. I don't know what's going to come of this one, but she's here. I do have one baby propagation somewhere. Right here, there were 3, now we're down to 1, so we're gonna just see what happens with it. And yeah, no, part of having plants is just a waiting game. It's a, you hope you don't care enough. Like, you hope you care enough, but hopefully you don't overdo it so that you kill them. So I've been keeping them alive. Most of these are the original plants that I bought. I haven't replaced any within the last year, but it's a give and take. But that is the update on my Scindapsus. I will do another video on some of my other ones in the next one. If there's a plant back here that you see that you would like me to do an update on or give you more information on, just let me know in the comments down below. But until then, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.